It's been a tough 12 months and a lot's been learnt in that, and in terms of where I am with my cricket, I'm incredibly comfortable back playing, and the girls have been absolutely brilliant, and it's just nice to be back around them, and it's the fact that it's at home as well makes this extra special. So to be back in time for the World Cup has been a hard journey, but very worth it so far. If you have a look at my last sort of 12 months, it's been a roller coaster of anxiety from day-to-day stuff just to return to cricket. So it's been very graduated. ECB have been brilliant in terms of not just rushing me back in, and it's actually been calculated in different areas, and that's in turn helped my day-to-day life, and it's progressed me on so much that, well, look, I'm here, I'm back, I guess, essentially, and you know, I'm ready to face the World Cup and to face the scrutiny that professional sport brings. So I don't think we can shy away from the fact that in a World Cup there will be pressure. Through what I've dealt with in the last 12 months, I feel like I'm probably mentally strong enough to deal with those pressures, and again, all I want to do is help someone else get through it as well, so I'm no different to anyone else, I don't think, in this World Cup. To be honest, when I took that break, I don't think I looked too far ahead. I didn't really see, I was always told to not look too far in the future. I was always learned to just take day by day as it comes. Like, I had to literally get out of bed was the highlight of a day, and then accept that, you know, if you do something brilliant, just like, you know, walking outside, that was a tick in the box. So to look towards the World Cup, it never even kind of got into my head. It was never something that I was striving for at the time, and then all of a sudden I found myself wanting to train again, and like I said before, it actually benefited my day-to-day learnings and my anxiety through that. So yeah, next thing I know, I was on a plane going to Abu Dhabi, and that was a very last-minute decision, a very, very tough one, and a tough tour to go through. But I think myself and all of the girls including staff, that was a massive learning curve for everyone. And then I guess that's probably made this decision a little bit easier, to put myself available for the World Cup and then to kind of push on through it, hoping it goes well. I've learned that the person I became over the last 4 years was not someone, not that I was proud of, but that it wasn't me. I wasn't being honest with myself. That was the biggest step for me, to actually come out and admit it, and I'd obviously got to a point where I'd probably left it a little bit too long, but actually just saying something, people are actually a lot more accepting. It's a lot more normal nowadays, I think, to talk about it, and as soon as I said something, I've been able to get the help that I need, and I'm in a much better position than I was, I don't know, last year, 3 or 4 years ago, I would say, and that's including my cricket. So anyone that is struggling, I would suggest just talking about it, because the more people that understand, the better. It's now just a case of putting a lot of strategies in place to cope with, again, day-to-day tasks and cricket like that, and hopefully using them and pushing them towards performances and playing well for your country. From a cricketing perspective, I'd like to say that no one from a cricket point of view is the done article yet. I'm not done in terms of cricket, but from a purely anxiety point of view, I'm not done at all. I'm not the finished article. There's the social anxiety is still going on day to day. I can't, you know, new places is still a struggle for me, and I still have to push through those on a day-to-day basis. So that'll take care of itself. I think where I'm most comfortable is out in the middle and batting and wicket keeping and being around the girls. So actually, those small tasks, they will come, and you know, look, I've made great strides to be able to be in this position I am now. But I guess it's just a learning that, you know, you can still live a completely normal life and have issues like this, and yeah, I guess conquer them. So I'm still living an extremely normal life, and I'm still doing the job I love, so I can't complain too much. You've got to accept that those bad days will just randomly come about. Like, sometimes you can feel them coming, but actually other days you just have to accept that they're there, and I think acceptance has probably been the biggest learning curve for me, that actually everything that you do, you just accept, and you be proud of everything that you do, even no matter how small. And I've had people come to me and say that they've achieved this today, and you have to say, do you know what, you should be so proud of yourself for doing that. And I think just accepting that you should be proud, and those bad days come about, has made this journey a little bit easier. And the girls have been brilliant at accepting that as well. I think everyone realised that sometimes I might not be at training that afternoon, or I might not be myself, but I'm just having a bad day, and if they can do anything to help me, that they're quite willing to. And I think that's that's been the eye-opening thing, that the girls have been willing to learn and willing to help. And again, there's probably more people, or even the girls themselves, that have probably got some things going on, and actually if we're more aware of it as a team, we can look out for it, we can help each other. Ultimately you want to win the tournament, don't you? But for me it's literally just a case of day by day assessing where I am, anxiety-wise, cricket-wise, everything in my head is going right, and if not, what can we do to help me get through a training session, a game, everything like that. So look, my success from a very, very personal point of view is obviously to perform, but be consistent in my performances, but flip that on a mental side of things and actually say, do you know what, if I get through this tour unscathed, and I'm realistic, there will probably be some bumps, but actually if I get through it, I should look back and be completely proud of myself for doing it. I'm proud that I've even put myself out there to do it. So yeah, look, I want to win as much as the next person, and I'm hoping that, you know, that there'll be success with my own kind of mental health, but obviously a trophy at the same time.
Well, that's outstanding. Absolutely brilliant. She's had a quiet day behind the stumps, but that is outstanding from Sarah Taylor.
You look at some of the young girls that come and watch us play, and they look at you like, you know, you're God almost, like you're role models to them, and you want to be that for them. And look, if we can bring as many fans into this game and to watch women's cricket as possible, the better. And like you say, it's at home, and there's not every day that you get to say that you played a World Cup at home. Batting's more fun now than it was back then. I think once you eliminate all the things that are going on inside your head, you purely just enjoy the game. And people have said I'm looking a lot calmer when I'm batting, and I am purely just focusing on the job in hand, and I'm just having fun. I think you get lost in it sometimes, and you can take it for granted. And I think going away and coming back, I think you really appreciate what you're doing. And look, I'm back into a little bit of a family with these girls, and you miss them, you miss everything, all the jokes, the inside jokes. You feel like you've been a little bit of an outsider for a bit, but you know, you miss all that stuff. And I almost look back at my career to start this one as a bit of a blank canvas and start again. So actually, it felt like I was wearing that shirt for the first time again, and I think this, to play in an England shirt at home, will be another first step as well. So yeah, this is going to be pretty special this summer. And look, we speak about pride and everything like that when it comes to playing for your country, and I know the girls have it in abundance, and I know that you know, you want to be a part of that. And this journey has been, I guess, getting myself in a place where I can join them in that. And yeah, I can gladly say that I'm back there.